Hey y'all! So this is what, the 4th episode of Wind Down Wednesday. Wow, we're getting here. I think we might make it to 5 episodes and then that'll be it. And maybe in the future we'll do more wine tastings and liquor, all that good stuff. I might have tipsy Tuesdays, you never know. Tipsy Tuesday, or I don't know. Sky's the limit. But ready to taste this wine. But before we get started, make sure y'all get a coldest water item. Link is always in my description. Click the link so I can get my points. Drink stay 25 hours. Stay cold for 25 hours plus. And use the code HOT to get 10% off your entire purchase. And this shirt is by me. This is one of my first shirts when I launched my business. Too cute. Who styled you? Hashtag styled by Taj. This is limited edition. I don't have any more of these shirts, but yeah. So, okay, let's just get right into it. Got my wine glass, so whenever y'all see this wine glass, y'all know it's Wine Day on Wednesday. I wanted to change it, but I was like, let me just stick with the same one. Which one we're going to try first? So I have all the Roscatos right now. Not all of them, but I've tried some of them already. I already put them away for the wine party, wine tasting. So, I didn't try any of these before, but the ones I tried downstairs. I think I tried this one. I'm not sure. I probably will realize it once I try it. So we're going to try this one first. First this is the Roscato Sweet Whites. Then I have the Roscato Moscato. I think I tried this one. I believe I do. And then I have the Roscato Red, I believe. Yeah, the Roscato Sweet Red. So let's do the sweet wine and the sweet red first, and then we'll do this last. So I'm going to start with the sweet white. Let's do just that much. I was getting crazy the last time, y'all. That video was long. Let's not make this video too long, okay? Because I get to talking. So y'all know, y'all look at your wine. Y'all switch it around. And then you smell it, I believe. I don't know if you swish it first or smell it first. So let's see. That is delicious. That is good. That is so damn good. Y'all, this is so sweet, so smooth, so sweet on your tongue, so good. I hope we don't get any funky ones like last time. That one, whoo! That wine was horrible. Remind me to get it to one of my friends when they get on my nerves. So good. Probably get to my cousin bro like, ooh, try this one. This one is good. He probably spit it out. This is so good. So good. So I guess the topic today will be online dating. I'm still open to it, but I used to do online dating a lot. I'll stay on, because my whole life, it seemed like it revolves around being online. So good. But yeah, it seemed like my whole life revolves around being online. So I don't know, how many years ago? Years ago. I was doing online dating, like years ago. Even way back in the party line. Y'all remember the party line? I used to be on the party line, but I did plenty of fish. I did, what's the other one? It's a lot of online dating sites, but Plenty of Fish is the one that stood out, and everyone on Plenty of Fish was a weirdo. Now my friend, she fell in love on Plenty of Fish. Kinda, sorta, I think. Yeah, she fell in love, but I don't know. Just say that she fell in love on Plenty of Fish. Me? I'm getting a buzz already from this. Not so much. I found a lot of weirdos on Plenty of Fish. I mean, crazy. I went on a few dates from Plenty of Fish, and they all were weirdos. Not psychos, weirdos. You know, just weird and you know, crazy kind of. I'm gonna just tell y'all one particular date that I would say probably was like the worst date. Only because I'll tell y'all. So good. He was one of those guys. He was a bragger. I do not like a bragger. The only people that brag is people that's not used to stuff or never really had anything. Or some people, they just like to brag. They're cocky like that. Arrogant. Cocky, arrogant, whatever you want to call it. This right here is delicious. But yeah, he was a bragger. So at dinner, we went out to eat. I forgot what restaurant we was at, but at dinner, when he went to pay, he just started pulling out all this unnecessary money, like laying all his money on the table, flashing all his money, just talking about how he get money, how he got this. I mean, that doesn't impress me. That don't impress me at all. I have my own money. Like, by you saying that don't impress me at all. Like, I have my own money. And if I didn't have my money, if I didn't have my own money, that still wouldn't impress me. I'm not one of them little girls, one of them little, I was young back then too, but I still wasn't, and never will be, and never was, one of them little cheap little thoughts, one of them little chicken heads that's easily impressed by money or material things. I know. Oh, I'm getting drunk already. I'm getting tipsy off that one. How much percentage is this? This is only 8% alcohol. Oh my God. I'm getting tipsy already. But I feel drunk off of it. This one has 7%. This red one, probably stronger. 7%. So this is a stronger one. Well, I've never been a materialistic whore. Never, ever, ever, ever. Never was a label whore, anything like that. But you best believe I can dress my ass off. Shot my ass off, but never been a materialistic whore. You don't have to be materialistic to have style, basically. But yeah, people that brag, it just gets under my skin. I just don't like people that brag. I mean, bragging and being humble and appreciative and just proud of what you have, it's a difference. Now, when you're bragging, every other thing is, I get this, I got that. That's a bragger. People that talk about is, I'm so grateful that I have this. I'm so great. That's being humble. Like, it's a difference. Just know the difference. Well, anywho, he just goes on and on. All his money on the table. I'm looking at Mint and she probably looking for her ball. Pootie, I can hear you, ball. Where you going at, Pootie? All right, when I'm done, Mommy will play with you. Okay, Pootie? Mommy play with you when I'm done, okay? Let Mommy do her video. So, if y'all don't know, I call Mittens Pootie. That's her nickname. She got a whole bunch of nicknames. I think we're the only people that nickname our cats. I have this little thing that I say only black people nickname their cats. So she had the nickname, well, her name is Mittens. She had the nickname Mitt. She probably won't come. Pootie. What else we call her? Mitt, Pootie. Poo. Mommy's girl, all different stuff, but the main ones is Mitt and Pootie. How you want to nickname a cat? Usually, some cats, they don't even come by their name. And then you want to give them a nickname, she come by all the names, though. That's why I was saying it low, because I didn't want her to come back over here. But all our cats have nicknames. Okay, off subject. So, yeah, and I think, I'm keep on getting tongue-tied. This is a wine tasting. I keep on forgetting. So, let's do the red one. And then I'll do this one. But y'all know red wine sting your teeth, so I'll do this one to flush my teeth out. That's so weird, but it makes sense to me. I don't want the red to be the last on my tongue or my mouth, my teeth. So, anywho, I think not only did he brag and pull all that money out, I don't think he wanted to give a tip. I think I ended up giving the tip, or I forced him to give a tip. I don't know if it was that date, but I've been on a date and they didn't want to give a tip. I remember. And I'm really big on tips. Like, you're going to tip them. Like, I'm really big on that. But I don't know. I don't know if it was him, but I just know that I was pissed. I was like, I'm ready to go. Like, I'm ready to go. Like, he seemed cool other than that, but you could tell he just was like young-minded. I really don't care for red wine, but yeah, he was just young-minded. Like, And I think he was blasting the music in the car. I mean, not my type at all as far as that. He's a nice looking guy, like online and text, he had good conversation, but in person, not my type. I can't. Look at your wine, swish your wine, smell your wine, and drink your wine. This kind of smell like Telesport, and that's one wine I cannot drink. As soon as I drink that, I'll throw up. I will throw up. Ooh. And this smells like it. It's good though. I really just don't like red wine. It's just thick to me. It's like thick. But it is good. It's good. But yeah, that was the last time I talked to him. After that, I honestly don't think he hit me back up because the energy was just off. After that, he knew that he messed up. So yeah. I can talk about a few other ones, I think. Let's see. Okay, I went on a date with this guy, and we ended up going out to eat, and I didn't meet him online though. I met him at a bar. I met him at a club. It's a whole backstory with that whole situation with him. That probably would have to be a story time in its own. But just remember him. Just remember the story. And once I do the story time on him, just remember this situation. So when I do the story time, I'll be like, remember the guy that I was talking about the bar situation. So what turned me off about him, he was my type all the way as far as looks. And far as career-wise and just goals and everything. But he pissed me off because we at the bar. Do you know he tipped the bartender? No, he didn't tip her. He was giving her the exact change, whereas though he was scrambling for coins, and he clearly had the money. I saw the money in there. I'm like, won't you just add the extra too and let that be the tip? He like, no, giving her the exact change. She was like, I come here all the time. They know me, but still, come on now, don't do that. Like stuff like that just irks me. So he gave the exact change, no tips. Of course, you know I had to give a tip because I'm like, no. He like, no, put your money back. They cool. No, we just sat here and we drink like fishes. Like we're drinking. Like, come on. That wasn't my first date with him though, cause he was cool. Like but that experience with the bar situation, and then what went on afterwards, y'all. So I'm gonna just leave it there and do a story time with him. So the story time will be on the next wine tasting. I gotta say some talk for the next wine tasting. But I'm just talking about the worst dates. So that's what pissed me off with him. What else? I had another date with a guy. I met him at a club. Don't meet guys at clubs, and I'm not gonna say don't meet guys online because I'm still open to that. And don't meet guys in the club because one of my friends, she met her husband in the club. Like they ended up getting married and was together for years. So you can't say that either. I mean, you can meet someone anywhere. It's just all about the person. But who want to meet somebody at a club? But you find love anywhere. You can find love. It just depends on you and the person. But it's love everywhere. So what turned me off about this guy is, and I felt so bad because I really wasn't feeling him. I kind of felt sorry for him. It was like a sympathy date. Like kind of like a sympathy date, I want to say. Like I felt sorry for him. Like my friend kind of pushed me on him. It was just like one of them situations. First of all, he was younger than me, and I do not like younger guys. I do not even like guys to date guys my age. I like older guys. I do not like to date guys my age or my age range because I feel like they're not on my level. Like their mentality wise, they're not on my level. Y'all know guys, they mature later anyway, but still, I don't like to date in my age range, you know. I like to go 40 and up. I'm 37. I'm not even 40 yet, but I like to do 40 and up, you know, because they don't age. They age. Wait. they age slower than us, so I figure if I go 40, he should have been caught up by now, you know. So dating a 40-year-old man is probably like dating a 35-year-old man. No offense, y'all. You notice how people always say no offense when they're about to offend somebody, but that's just how I feel. Not all guys. That's my experiences with those ages. So he was like at least 3 years younger than me, and that was just like a no-no for me. And usually older guys are more attracted to me. I do get a lot of older guys, but it'd be like the old perverted ones that's attracted to me. And then the younger guys, they be too young. The young guys that like me, they just be too young. I'm like, you too young. And a lot of guys tend to think that I'm younger. They thinking that I'm younger than them. I'm like, no, you're not that age. I'm like, yes, I am. They just don't believe I'm 37. They be thinking like I'm in my 20s. I'm like, no. So I like to date older. So he was younger than me. That was one of the deal breakers. He wasn't really mature, you know, mature, however you want to say it. The proper way is mature, but okay, he wasn't mature enough, so. But he's a sweet guy, nice looking guy, sweet guy. You could tell he was very respectful, but I really didn't want to go. But I was like, I'm not going to stand him up because I was thinking about it, but I'm like, I'm not going to do that because I wouldn't want someone to do that to me. I don't want to be stood up. That's like, ooh, that's a big pet peeve of mine. I wouldn't ever want to be stood up. And I treat people how they treat me. I do things to people how I would want to be treated. So I wouldn't want anyone to stand me up. So I wasn't really feeling like it that day. Like, I just wasn't into it. He talked to me all that night, like, please, I want to. He kept on saying, like, don't stand me up. Because he knew that I wasn't really into him. He knew it was a sympathy date. Like, he probably knew that he would never talk or see me again after that date. But he just was like, just give me a chance. Like, please. It was like kind of like begging me to go on a date with him. So I went. So what turned me off, I mean, the conversation was okay. We had a good time. We talked about it. And it ended up being better than how I thought it was going to be. So what turned me off again, I don't know what's up with these guys and tips, but he did not want to leave a tip. Or the tip that he wanted to leave was so little. And I don't mind leaving a tip because if they're paying, and that's one thing about me, if I'm on a date, especially a first date, second date, I never paid on a date at all. I've never been on a date where as though I paid money, and I don't plan on paying. Now, if I'm in a relationship with you, of course I'll treat once in a blue. Like, I can treat you once in a blue if you're my man. But if I'm dating you, if we're on a date, I'm not paying. Like, no, I'm back in the olden times, y'all. Chivalry is not dead. I want you to open the door for me. I'm not paying on no date. I've never been on a date when I had paid. But if we're in a relationship, yeah, I'll treat you. Especially your birthday or we going somewhere. I'm like, babe, I got it this time. Like, yeah, we can do that. But that's when you're my man. But if we're dating, I'm going on a date and I don't know you, and you the one that's pursuing. 9 out of 10, the guy, I've never pursued anyone. They always there to pursue it. You want me to go on a date, so you're going to pay. And even if I did pursue you and I wanted to go on a date, you're going to pay. That's just the way it is. Come on. Let's have a debate in the comments. What y'all think? Do y'all pay on a date? Especially on the first date. If you're not with that man, are y'all paying? Because I'm not paying. Y'all paying? I'm not paying. So, who my male subscribers that watch me and that like me or got a crush on me, if we go on a date, you best believe y'all paying. I'm not paying. Don't expect me to pay. And I never even reach for my wallet. Don't even think I'm reaching for my wallet. Now, I will get a tip. I don't mind tipping. I don't mind giving a tip. But I just think if you're paying, that's the common courtesy for you to just get a tip as well. But it can be the common courtesy on my part too. Like, they're paying, I can get a tip. It can work either way, but I don't mind tipping because that's one of my things I like to do. And if I feel like your tip is not enough, I'm going to tip. So I think he didn't want to give a tip at all. He didn't want to tip. He gave the exact amount. And I was wanting to say, like, well, you don't have that. I know he was younger too. I don't even remember what kind of work the guy did because he was younger than me. And I think I was like 23, 22. So if he was younger than me, he probably was like 20. So he was young. So he probably didn't have it like that. So I didn't beat him up too bad about it. I just was like, I got it. I got the tip. No, he was like, no. He felt bad. You could tell he felt bad. So I don't think he had. I think that was like the exact amount. And I didn't go overboard. I'm not one of the people that go overboard, order all this stuff. Like, I've never been anywhere because I'm not going to order anything that I can't pay out my pocket. So I would never do that. But I order what I would like to eat. I'm not going to just downplay it either. I'm going to order the stuff I like. But I'm not going to order all this stuff just because someone's treating me. Like, I'm going to order how I would order if I was going out myself, basically. So I don't remember how much the bill was. Of course, it was so long ago. So, yeah, he didn't want to give a tip at all. And it's probably not that he didn't want to give a tip. He probably just didn't have it. So, I mean, I didn't make him feel bad and ask him, did he have it? I was like, I know I got the tip. Don't worry about it. And he was like, no. He felt bad. I gave the tip. But, anyhow. Because, I mean, we had good service. And, you know, they only make like $2 and something an hour. I have friends, family that work in the restaurant industry. And I had a friend that worked for a restaurant for years, so she gave me all the ins and outs. But I always was big on tips anyway. But I always would ask her, like, how much do you supposed to give this amount? But now I got it. But that was years ago. Me and my mom used to ask her all these questions because she worked in the restaurant. And she'd be like, would y'all leave me alone? But she liked it. Y'all, I'm getting tipsy. Is that the only bad experience I had with dating on dates? Oh, I had this one date. Oh my goodness, let me tell you about this guy. And I want to say his name because he had like a weird name. Was it Chinko? I forgot his name, but he's Jamaican. Chinko, something. Chinko. I hate when I forget people's name that I've been on a date with. Chico was something like that. I forgot what it was, but my coworker, she used to always say his name. It's so funny, and she took all his information. Like, he would come in my job every day, and sometimes he would come in with a woman, which was his sister. I used to think it was his woman. I'm like, why are you trying to? That was his sister though. But he would come in every day. Even his sister was like, please just go on. Give my brother a chance. Just go on a date. She was like, if you don't feel comfortable, let's go on a date and we'll do like a double date. Like, she'll take her man and he'll take me. So finally, I mean, this a whole year span, if not 2 years, this man been trying to go on a date with me. I just would always shoot him down. I would always shoot him down. This is my 20s, y'all. Finally, I gave in. So we did a movie and dinner date. I made him meet me like around the corner from my house. So it's the whole thing. I never let anyone pick me up in my house. It depends on how long I have known you. But, oh my goodness. He would, and it was weird. So he didn't want to drop me off. He was like, no, I can take you to your door. He's like, if something happened to you, I would never forgive myself. I don't want to leave you right here. You sure you're going to be okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. But what turned me off about him, like, we finally went on a date. Cool. Like, he wasn't really my type, but he was a gentleman. He was just too touchy-feely. That's what turned me off. Even though I've known him so long because he's been trying to pursue me, but I don't know you. Like, I just know you from coming to my job. I don't know you. So, he was just too touchy-feely. And I'm like, no, like, don't touch. Not trying to, and Jamaicans, they are very affectionate anyway. Like, the ones I've dated, they're very affectionate. So, he was just too touchy-feely, too up on me, like, get off me in the movies, like, too huggy. And I guess he was just so in awe that I finally went on a date with him. He was just so happy that he just couldn't keep his hands off me. Like, not sexual, just on my arm, like, just touching me. But I just was uncomfortable. He wanted to hold hands the whole time, and he wanted to do this. He just wanted to touch. It was horrible. It wasn't horrible. It was just like, when you're not really into someone and you're just not into it. And I can't fake it. So I just like, no, like, let me. So he finally eased up. And then he just started rubbing my hand, like, and it got to the point where I really couldn't even enjoy the movie because I had to keep on looking over, making sure he don't touch me, like. So if we were alone and we wasn't with his family, I don't think it would have been I think I would have been really uncomfortable. And another thing, like I noticed during the date, his I guess it's his brother-in-law, the person that was with his sister. He paid for that. He paid for everything. I don't know if that's how they do it in the Jamaican community, but he paid for everything. The one I was with didn't pull out his money for anything. I don't know. That's how they do it. I don't know. But he paid for everything. So that was a little weird to me too. Mm-hmm. That's delicious. Delicious. Okay. So now we're trying to Moscato. Let me make sure all the red is out because I don't want that red mixing with it. Okay, just that much. So, we're almost done, y'all. Look at it. Swish it, swish it, swish it, swish it. I don't think I'll be swishing it enough. Smell it. This one don't smell too sweet. This one smell bitter. They got a little stench like the other nasty. Oh, come on, please don't tell me. Like that stinking wine from last time. Oh, that rhyme. It's bitter. Wait. It's sweet and bitter. Bittersweet again. But it's not nasty. Probably wouldn't buy it again. I don't think I tried this one. Hey, Gadget. Hey, Mama. That's my Gadget girl. Y'all never really get to see Gadget. Hey, Poo-Poo. But yeah, leave me a comment on y'all bad dating experiences. Have y'all ever did online dating? Just let me know. And you never know who you're going to get when you're online, because they could just be lying about you can get catfish. I never was catfished though. I don't know if I ever told y'all this story, but I did meet this guy online that I was talking to. I didn't never go on a date with him. We didn't even get to go on a date because he started lying to me. I think I told y'all the story, but anywho, as y'all know, I'm obsessed with twins. If y'all didn't know, for all my new subscribers, I'm obsessed with twins. I want my first kids to be twins. I love twins. And I'm obsessed with multiples, like multiple verbs, like twins, triplets, quadruplets, any multiples. I'm obsessed with siblings. And I think that all come into play because I'm the only child. I have only child syndrome. Like, I crave, like, siblings. Like, I never really craved to have a sibling, but I crave that sibling fun. Like, I love, like, any of my friends that have to, I always ask, like, questions, and I love siblings that get along. I love siblings that have a tight-knit relationship. I love siblings. Like, I love the Kardashians. I love the Braxtons. I just love siblings, even though the Braxtons, they're not getting along at all right now, but I just love siblings that get along, and sisters, basically. Not even so much siblings that's boy and girl. It's mostly siblings that's sisters. I just love that sisterly bond. I love my friends like they're my sisters. I just love, and I'm getting emotional. I don't know why. I just love, why am I getting emotional? Because I just love that siblings that get along and that sisterly bond. I just love it. I just love to see it. Sisters that give each other a hug, kiss, that just love each other. I don't like siblings that bicker and fight and that hate each other. Like, y'all siblings, y'all came out the same womb. Even if y'all did come out the same womb, if it's by y'all, if y'all have sisters and brothers, like, y'all should be so tight because y'all family. Like, I just love that. Like, I had that, like, had that with my cousin because we're 3 years apart. We grew up like sisters, so, but it's still like, I never had a sister or brother, but I kind of get how it is because we grew up like sisters, but, you know, we grew apart with our separate lives, but anywho, this video is getting too long. It's already getting too long. But I say all that to say, he lied because I let him know, like, once I start talking to you, I always go, I don't care if it's too early. I always talk about that I want kids because I feel as though there's no need for me to even continue to even continue to talk to you, even though we can be friends, but I'm not looking for any friends. I'm looking for a relationship. And I let them know when I'm talking to someone, I'm looking for a long-term relationship. I'm not looking just to talk or wham bam, thank you, man. I want a relationship. Like, I'm not getting any younger. So I let them know I want kids. So if they don't want kids, we can cut it right then and there. So I rather, people say that's too soon to get into talking to a relationship. You might scare the person away. But no, I rather bring it up now. I ask them, do they have kids? No. Or yeah. Do you want, if they say no, do you want kids? Yes or no? Or if they say they have kids, do you want more kids? I have to ask that. So I got into that. I want twins. And like, of course, it's not guaranteed I'm going to have twins because that's genetics. Like, you can't just, even if it, I mean, it's not always genetics, but some people have twins that don't have twins in their family, but that's one in how many? So it's not a guarantee that I'm going to have twins, but I always say I want twins. I love twins. Do you know this man told me that his sisters is twins and that twins run in his family and he think his aunt got a set of twins, all this stuff. Do you know? And I'm all hype. I was just like, oh my goodness. So it's a possibility if we are in a relationship, I might have twins. Like, I was just excited. So the next day, do you know that man, early in the morning, he texted me, he said, I got a confession. I was like, what? He said, I lied to you. I said, lie to me about what? He said, I have a sister, but she's not a twin. And twins do not run in my family. I don't have any twins in my family. I was like, why would you ever lie about something like that? He said, because I felt pressured, like, excuse me, you were so deep into it, like you got so excited, so I just felt that I just had to go along with it. And I was like, well, wouldn't you think that I would find out sooner or later? He was like, that's why I told you now. I was like, well, why would you don't even know me, so why feel like you gotta lie? Like, just because I said what I want don't mean that you had to lie and make up a whole story. So, of course, I cut that off right then. I was like, now I don't trust you at all. So, we might as well just stop talking now because everything you say, I'm going to think it's a lie. Or behind on the back of my mind, I'm going to think you're lying. Like, that was the weirdest thing that ever happened to me with dating. That had to be the weirdest thing. Like, why would you lie about that? Not even dating, because we were just talking on the phone, texting and talking on the phone and online chatting and I'm like, why would you? I told everybody about that story. I'm like, why would you lie about that? Like, I know I do get excited when I hear about multiples and twins and when people say they're running their family, but there's no need for you to lie and just make up a whole story and then to go to extreme and say that it runs in your family and this person had to. Like, you could have just stopped at your sister's. Well, sister. I don't even know if you really have a sister. Like, that right there, that was it. That turned me off. I have some stories for y'all. I really have some stories. I've been through some dating wars, you might as well say. And don't get me wrong, I like dating. Like, I like dating, but nothing went far as a relationship. Nothing went as far as a relationship. And that is just sad. It's sad. To be 37, that's sad. Really sad. But yeah, I'm about to end this video soon. I can't believe I got emotional. I got emotional because I just love, even when I'm watching my reality shows and I see sisters, I start crying. Or if I'm watching a talk show and it's sisters, I like the show Sisters by Tyler Perry. And they're friends, but they're like sisters. I just love that sisterly bond. I just love it. And I think I'm really obsessed with it like that because I'm the only child. I think so. Because my friends or family or whoever it is, when they're like, it's not all cracked up. It's not all like how you think it is. But I don't know. You know. And I love my space too. So I know if I had a sibling, like, I can probably get a little cranky. Like, I would want my space. And I don't like people to touch my things. I'm not selfish. I just don't like people to touch my stuff. Especially without asking. My friends will tell you. Like, leave my stuff alone. And then I know if something's missing too. This is so good. Mm-hmm. Yo, I'm drinking so much wine every week. That about time we have this wine tasting, I'm probably not even going to drink the wine. I'm probably just going to let them drink it because I'd have tried them. The ones that I didn't try on camera, I've tried them already. But I think I'm going to say one is right here. It's a it's more like a champagne kind of sparkling wine. Oh, y'all, I'm getting like, I think I'm drunk. I'm gonna save that when we're gonna pop that one at midnight for Nick's birthday and April's birthday. Even though April's birthday already passed, but the wine tasting is on Halloween. By the time I see the video, it'll be long gone. Wine tasting is on Halloween day. I forgot to mention that it's on Halloween, and Nick's birthday the 1st. So midnight it'll go into the 1st. So we'll pop that. And I'm going to let them open their gifts at midnight. I think I'm going to let April open her gifts first and let Nick open hers at midnight. Excuse me. So it won't be confusion with them open their gifts together so I can just film them separately, open their gifts and stuff. But I have everything planned. You know, when you plan stuff, it don't always go as planned, but I just have to have it. I like stuff a certain way, especially when I have a party. I just like stuff to be in order. But yeah, so I think I covered most of my dates. I have more stories for y'all, but those are the crazy ones that stood out in my head. Y'all, I'm drunk. I'm not even tipsy anymore. I'm drunk. So let me get off this camera before I say something. I can't even get out. Let me get off this camera before I say something that I'm going to regret later. I can't even. Let me open my eyes. So if y'all like this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Hit that notification bell so you'll know when all my videos are coming out. Shout out to Kimberly Scott. I forgot to mention you, girl, because every Wednesday, Wind Down Wednesday, I'm going to mention your name. Thanks again, Kimberly Scott. I'm singing your name. I'm drunk. See, girl, you got me drunk. Got me doing these wine tastes. But yeah. So when else? Share this video so someone else can see that I did another Wind Down Wednesday with this good old wine. Leave me a comment. Let me know how y'all like this video. And tell me y'all dating experiences. Tell me y'all crazy dating experience. If y'all can't say some of y'all crazy experience. And fellas, let me know if y'all expect the women to pay on the first date or dating period. Do y'all expect the women to pay sometimes? I mean, granted, if you're in a relationship, yeah, but some men don't even like their woman to pay when they're in a relationship. So, anyway, till next time, love you guys, y'all. Buy my fashion dolls. Bye, y'all.